Sometimes events occur that remind us of the fragility of our links to the great civilizations of the past. One such event was the tragic sacking and looting of Iraq's National Museum soon after the start of the Second Iraq War in 2003. Ancient Persia was home to the great Sumerian civilization, who built such legendary wonders as the city of Persepolis. Archaeologists from around the world vowed to help Iraq rebuild its shattered national heritage at a meeting in London.
It is a measure, I think, of the generosity of the international community that everybody in the room this morning, every institution, pledged its full support, its staff, its resources, its materials, and indeed, in some cases, funding.
But the pain of the damage ran deep.
It's not the loss of Iraqi people. It's a great loss for mankind, because we in that museum, we had material going back to around 500,000 years.
Iraq sits on the land of ancient Mesopotamia and was a cradle of civilization long before the empires of Egypt, Greece or Rome. The museum housed items from ancient Babylon and Nineveh. Assyrian reliefs and 5,000-year-old tablets were samples of some of the earliest known writing.
We found in the galleries of the museum, we found 4 pieces of this. This is a glass cutter. So these are not ours. This means that these people were prepared when they entered the museum to cut the glasses of the showcases we had.
Among the most priceless treasures missing are the vase of Uruk and the harp of Ur, dating back to 2500 BC.
On the day when the looting started, Thursday, we had one of our employees who lives in the premises of the museum went to one of the tanks that were very close to the museum and begged them to come and stand in front of the museum while the looters were outside, just to protect the museum. They told him that they don't have orders for that. And they just stayed away for 3 days. The looters went in. That was on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we went, me and Dr. Jaber, we went to the Marines headquarters on Sunday 13th, and they still did not come Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, until Wednesday.
International curators, appalled by the havoc wreaked by the rampaging looters, drafted a plan to track down looted antiquities. The museum housed 170,000 objects, and a list compiled found at least 14,000 objects missing. It was a team from the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, who compiled the database. Since then, Interpol and art auctioneers have been regularly coming across looted items. Sadly, the losses from sites in the south continue. Some say the looting goes on unabated, and the objects are flowing into the market and even appearing now on eBay. Iraq is losing not just a great part of its cultural heritage, but a large piece of its long-term economic future based on the tourist trade. Perhaps ironically, the great city of Persepolis, as seen here in this 3D simulation, was widely represented in the collection. The city was a crowning achievement of ancient civilization, but was itself sacked and burned by Alexander the Great in 330 BC. Who said history never repeats. The tragedy of war is still having a lasting impact.